Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot. I am going to connect for the Divine Feminine Friday reading, and this is January the 13th. This is definitely Divine Feminine Day, the emergence of the Divine Feminine energy in a very powerful way. Union energy is very prevalent right now. So I'm going to pull from a few oracle decks, and I'll tell you what they are. I'm going to use the Divine Feminine oracle deck. I'm not great at pronunciations with this deck. This is the Lover's Oracle. This is the Power of Love Oracle. And then this is the Messages from Mermaids Oracle. And then Sacred Self-Care. We'll end the reading with that. I'm also going to use the Shadowscapes Tarot and the Crystal Visions Tarot. Two of my favorite decks. Remember, with the Shadowscapes, we do not read reversals. Okay, so let's get started. I have pre-shuffled. To be really honest, I was not going to do a reading today. But I just felt like, I always do Divine Feminine Fridays, and I just felt like I'm actually late to where I'm supposed to be today, but I felt like this reading needed to come through. So let me connect for the highest and greatest good of my viewers. What do we need to know for Divine Feminine Friday the 13th of January 2023? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, Anadamaya, Ma. Okay, again, not good at it. The joy-permeated mother, I am my own guru. I know the self that never changes. This is a very aligned Divine Feminine energy. But let's read, if I can find it, because these are not in alphabetical order and there are no numbers. Let me try. If I can't find it in a minute, then. Okay, well, I apologize. I'm taking a little longer. I think next time I need to pull a card before I start the reading so I know who I need to look up, so I don't take up all this time. But I think there's an important message here, so bear with me. Is there a number there? 7. Just while I'm looking, the energy of a Divine Feminine is very strong, and this is the aligned Divine Feminine. This is the Divine Feminine who has done her work, who has been on her path for a while, and has really kind of weeded out the things that no longer served her, but has come into her Divine Feminine grace. There is a compassionate energy. There we go. She represents the essence of the expansive joy that comes when we remember our true self. Nirmala Sundari, which means beautiful one in Bengali, was born in the late 19th century to what is now Bangladesh. Her family questioned her mental stability because from an early age she was always found in bhavas, or ecstatic states of bliss. At 13 she was married to a man that would later name Bolanath and he supported her life as a mystic and saint. At 26, she enacted her own spiritual initiation. The ceremony and rites were spontaneously revealed to her from within. She explained, "As the master, I revealed the mantra. As the disciple, I accepted it and started to recite it." In the 1920s, she set up a Kali temple and devoted her life to spiritual practices. She began to be recognized as the living embodiment of the divine feminine and the incarnation of Kali as divine love. Her first disciple named her Anandamayi Ma, the joy-permeated mother, because of her blissful states would inspire others to remember their innate path to joy. Okay, so this is definitely divine feminine energy and devoted divine feminine energy. Somebody who has started to really embrace her spiritual practice and who is a beacon of light to others. We've been talking about that quite a bit, about how your divine feminine energy is shifting from the focus on her self inner work and more into expanding her light into others. So let's pull from the Lover's Oracle. This did mention divine love. I feel this, she has risen into this unconditional love of self as well as love of others from a compassionate energy. There is a connection. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells within your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. More divine feminine energy, being in that heart-centered, compassionate, divine feminine grace energy. That is the energy of today. And that is the path of the divine feminine. We're not taking all those. It's stepping across a threshold to a higher, healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed at this very moment. So this is that divine feminine unconditional love is healing not only herself, or it has healed her. I feel like she has healed to the point where she can be compassionate to others, and their actions don't hurt her anymore, because she can see the bigger soul picture. Okay, this is the power of love. I hope this is making sense to you. I mean, I look at this image and I'm just absolutely relaxed. There is a blissful peace, contentment within her. Unity, yeah. Didn't I say something about union energies being very prevalent? You understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. A lot of the things that I've been talking about lately is we are a beacon, and as there is this mass awakening happening, and I mean, if you go back and look at my last couple of weeks of Sunday readings where I go through every day of the week, it's starting to all make sense to me. I was like, yesterday I was like, oh, I think that came up in my reading. So lots of changes happening, both inwardly, but being really manifested outwardly now. So be in your divine feminine grace, kind of detached as far as the actions of others don't affect you anymore, because you see through the actions into the heart. Two of Swords. And even though it feels like I'm hearing what's done is done, there's a kind of a leaving behind. I don't know what this is. So sorry. Knight of Pentacles. I'm not taking all those. I'll take this card because I saw it. Three of Cups. There's that union energy. Okay. This is the Lovers. Surprise. And the Hierophant. Unity. Yeah. That's a 5 card. The Hierophant is the 5 card. That is unity energy to me. In a deck, we have unity energy here. This is the spiritual wisdom. This is your connection. You've been on this slow, kind of this slow progression as far as this connection is concerned. It could have been connection for unity within. It could be with a divine counterpart. But there's been some choices made along the way that have not necessarily been pleasant choices or great outcomes. And that is all now being transmuted. It has, over the time, that has been transmuted into now where you can have the compassion and the deeper understanding of the mission of your connection. And we have the 2 major arcanas are right here. Things haven't been flowing. Things haven't been moving forward. There has been work behind the scenes, but there hasn't been the physical manifestation of it, and it has taken a long time. That has been very frustrating for the Divine Feminine. But we have this healing. This is what took so long, is this healing. It's been a healing process. And then the heart is the gateway to the soul. And so it took time for the healing to happen so that the Divine Feminine could reopen her heart chakra, because that was blocked. And it was blocked, and you can see how that heart has been in suspension. It was blocked because the healing needed to happen. And so it was like you were, there was a bubble. You were wrapped in bubble wrap in order to preserve your heart, so that no more healing, no more damage could be caused, so that you could heal. And then you get to this place at this particular point in time. It all had to happen along a time continuum in order for you to get to that place where you release control, you release expectations, you are detached from an outcome, and you are not taking things personally, because you realize that what people are doing is based upon their own wounding and doesn't have anything to do with you. So you have this deep compassion. I want to clarify this Hierophant and the Lover's card. This is a 5 and this is a 6, so there is a progression. And as much as I've used these cards, that is intentional from Spirit. So let's pull from why these are in the challenge position. It feels like the energy is emerging, but it is not stabilized yet. It's not manifested yet. And the frustration was it took a long time. Yeah, see, here's the expectation. The 3 of Wands is an expectation. It means you kind of initiated a plan, and now you're kind of like wanting to see what the outcome is. You're releasing from that. The King of Wands. Lots of Wands. Action. What I'm getting from this is you aren't expecting people to treat you in a particular way. Look, there's the Fool. You're not reacting. You're not reactionary anymore. Sorry, that was my stomach growling. This Fool card is these coming into manifestation. When you get to this energy, this spiritual, when you define the connection as sacred and spiritual and not about ego or romanticized expectations. This is the new Divine Feminine energy. This is the new uplift. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Wands. We've seen that card a lot lately because the Divine Feminine has done so much work. And underneath that, I don't know if you can see, is the star, the healing. But look how she is here with this lioness and how he is here with the King of Wands is here with this lion. It has been about pride, but it has been such a long journey. There's been so much work done that the healing is now the main energy. And that is in preparation for union energy. The heart has been in suspension as a way of protecting. Okay, let's pull from the Mermaid Oracle and see what messages from your guides do you need to know about this energy. I see it being very positive. I can definitely see the shift represented here in the energy of the cards. You have completed, you have mastered that lower level. The future, yep. I don't know if you can see the future. She has the crystal ball. She has the crystal ball. This is your new energy for moving forward, which is going to shift the dynamic of the connection into something that is more sacredly spiritual. They asked me to pull some more. Okay. Let's pull some tarot on this future card. Be careful about anticipating the future and setting yourself up with expectations for an outcome. And that is part of the issue with watching tarot, is that if you really strongly embrace a storyline, you develop an anticipation energy, and then you get disappointed when it doesn't come to fruition. That's what this expectation is. Just be fluid. It's okay to get a heads up and kind of emotionally prepare, but don't be attached to that outcome. Here we have the Two of Cups. Here how the heart has been suspended again. We have the Two of Swords with the heart being suspended, the Two of Cups, the heart being suspended. So the Divine Feminine's heart has been in suspended animation as a way of protection. That's why there was no movement in the connection. That's why there was no union energy. Well, there's always union energy. It just wasn't visible. There wasn't evidence of it. And so Divine Feminine got disappointed, and then that kind of triggered her. So then she went on this healing journey, which was all divinely planned, so that she then stepped into her sovereignty, her divine feminine grace, and then the light started to grow within her. And then she then made the shift into divine feminine grace, compassion, unconditional love, and detachment, but yet trusting and allowing. Ace of Cups. The new way of loving. This is a new way of loving, not only self, but others. Let's pull one more. Ace of Pentacles. Now it will manifest into the 3D. Bottom of the deck, Death. The transformation of that last cycle. You've mastered the last cycle, and now you're in the divine feminine energy with an emphasis on the word divine. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims. It simply allows and gives. All right. Let's take some sacred self-care so we can get some idea on how you can support your mind, body, and spirit during this Divine Feminine Friday, Friday the 13th. Connect with Crystals, an 11 card. That is a twin flame card for me. A twin flame number. So connect with crystals. Maybe put a crystal in your pocket for clarity, or maybe rose quartz for love and whatever. I should pull a crystal. Okay, that's what they asked me to do. Let's pull a crystal from the Crystal Oracle. This is crystal healing. Let's see what they suggest. What crystal might you want to use today for Divine Feminine Friday? And how to support your chakras. There has been a blockage here with that Two of Swords. So it could be you have a chakra that needs a little work, a little fine tuning. Okay. They're asking me to take both of these. All right. Orange selenite, manifester of dreams, and green calcite, deep peace. I am peace. I am at peace with my grief. I am the manifester of my dreams. The sacral chakra and the heart chakra. So orange selenite and green calcite. Those are the two crystals. If you have them handy, you may want to slip them in your pocket or put them on your altar. Whatever rituals you do with your crystals, this is a absolutely good day for that. Let's go back to the sacred self-care. Sweet treat. It's a number 5 card. You may want to have a nice little celebratory divine feminine dessert. Okay, last card. Journal. It's a 29 card, which is an 11, so we're flanking on the 11s. You may want to journal your journey. Write down some notes. Go back and look at your journal and see how far you've come. Okay? All right, that is our reading. Thank you so much for being here, and I wish you a wonderful Divine Feminine Friday. Namaste.